What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Um, we're starting. I actually started this a little premature. I'm pretty sure the first mission you can come across is eliminate Zhang Jiao. So we'll just start with this one. Uh, let's play the Tonga. Well, that hat is not nearly as cool, but we'll try it.
Guan Yu, your task is to stall Zhang Lu's forces. Zhang Fei will circle to the rear and take the fortress. We will then use the fortress to stop Zhang Lu. We cannot afford to stall. The enemy is strong.
I hated this mission when I was a kid, man. I think I've told this story, but I couldn't figure out you. Even though they literally say it, gotta understand. I was a dummy. They're like, you have to beat all the soldiers. Well, I'm like, well, the soldiers don't do shit. It's Zhang Lao or Zhang Lao. It's Zhang Lu that does the sorcery, man. What type of sense does it make to uh all the boys made it? What type of sense does it make to defeat the soldiers?
We must not fall behind.
I was very impatient, man. I was not the type of person to clear the map, put it that way. Um, there were a lot of missions where if you could just get to the enemy commander and melt their face, I'd do that shit. Unlock red hair. You better believe that's what I done. Ooh, it's storming.
Abandon the fortress. Take the fortress above.
Don't know if you could hear that or not.
What's the matter? I'm over here.
Don't hurt me. But of course, Zhang Lu will inevitably, eventually, if you keep killing him over and over again and not his guys, he will just uh,
Sneaky, aren't we?
he'll just do the sorcery and your guys will defect. If he successfully does it, I think it's literally everybody except the commander defects. Um, which if you're playing as Shu, for example, it'd be Zhang Fei, Guan Yu. You actually, uh, don't, I guess you just have to beat the commanding soldiers. Well, You know, I was thinking, um, like how ass the Wolong story is. I eventually, and I'm not gonna give you any spoilers, and if you disagree with me, perfectly fine. Uh,
Fate can be.
but having um, watched it on YouTube,
Without Zhang Lu, the spell
I literally I couldn't on the idea of going back and playing that game just completely turned me off. Did not enjoy it at all, which really sucked
What is this? Could it be sorcery?
because I loved Neo. I thought Neo 1 and Neo 2 was a great game. Loved the DLCs. Um, I thought the Maria fight in the original Neo, the first DLC, the Dragon in the North DLC fight, oh my god, it was brutal. I loved it. Eventually, you know, it put me in the same mindset as when I originally played Bloodborne, which I had played Dark Souls just a little bit. And when I say Dark Souls, I do mean the original, the game, Dark Souls. I had played the original just a little bit. And I struggled, and I was like, well, what's the fun in all this? But when I seen the advertisements for Bloodborne, and I asked, and it came out in March of 2015. My birthday is in April. I asked for it for my birthday because I was like, I think this game looks fucking rad. I may suck at it. I may never complete it, but I want to play this game. And of course, I was a part of the Quad Brotherhood at the time, so I had the means to play it. See, I need to get my moose to attack here, get some of this riffraff out. I don't think this will hurt the pot, but I'm curious if it will. I don't think it did, but anyway. Wonder if the shooting it'll work. Does not look like it. But I struggled with that game. I remember uh, Jake, friend of myself, friend of the channel, been on quite a few videos of mine. He came over after school one day, and I was uh, playing it at the time, and I finally beat Father Gascoigne. Gascon, as I called him at the time. I am told that Gascoigne is correct. I do dare say that it's not quite as cool, but oh well. They didn't ask for my opinion on that one. Or I would have set them straight.
Forgive me.
But I was so excited that I got up and I hugged him. Of course, Jake hates human contact, period, so he about killed me. But I mean, I've very seldom felt that amount of just joy from a game, that overcoming of an obstacle. And Bloodborne went on to become one of my absolute favorite games of all time. I do have a playthrough on the channel. Of course, that was back from the days of antiquity when my equipment wasn't very good and my commentary wasn't very good. But I tried to. I titled it as a walkthrough because I showed off what I thought was a lot of the major items in the major areas, how I got through every area in what I felt was a pretty consistent way. Because I wanted it to kind of be Well, I don't mean to make it sound more than what it was. First and foremost, I wanted to just do, much like Dynasty Warriors 4, me sitting here and playing this right now. I just wanted to do a playthrough of one of my absolute favorite games and have it on the internet for people to enjoy. Oh man, almost didn't get that stagger there. But secondly, you know, I watch people like Lobos Jr. play. And Lobos Jr. not only has he like played the games to death. I'm not saying this was right when Bloodborne had come out. But he's just really fucking good at the games. And so if you try and mimic what he does, a lot of times you're going to fail. But me, where I sucked, you could kind of half-ass follow what I was doing and succeed. And I thought that was cool. I thought there was a place for that to exist. And I hadn't watched that playthrough in a long time. I don't know if it still holds up. Wasn't particularly great at the time, but I enjoyed it, and I guess that's all that matters. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. Speaking of enjoying, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, I hope that you join me next time, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye for now.